Okay, what's up, everyone? It's Boyfriend Simulator. We're gonna just be normal and do some cooking and not talk about anything about gang stalking or anything stressful. It's just gonna be plain old friend and boyfriend simulator. Hello, I'm Z Bobs. If you're a beautiful woman and you want to be my girlfriend, you're welcome to stay. If you just want to be friends, you can fuck off. And if you're a guy, I want to be friends with you if you're cool. So, let me give you the rundown on how I do things here. And I'm being a little bit facetious, but a little bit truthful as well. So, there are a lot of girls I like, and I have decided that some of you are my girlfriends and my wives. And some of you are more attractive than others. And I know that it bothers some of you. And I need to talk to you about that because I'm your boyfriend. So, first of all, if you are less attractive than someone else I like, the way that you can make up for that is by having a better personality. Because the more beautiful people are, the more retarded they are. And that's plainly simple, and everybody knows it. When you say something about a beautiful woman, you're going to say she's expensive, and that's pretty much it. So I personally know that there are other TIs who are more good looking than me, and I can name them if I wanted to. And I don't think that I'm less attractive to them because I have a better personality, even though I'm not as good looking. So you can do that too. And if you're wondering about how I feel, like whether you're a 10 or a 9 or an 8 or something, my rules on that are a little bit personal. So we should probably get to know each other a little bit more before I say that. So we're going to start off with some cooking. And I'm very happy to be doing this. I've heard there's two nervous systems, the sympathetic and the parasympathetic. And I used to be really into this stuff, and it meant a lot, and it wasn't just bullshit. I was like, there it is. I just got the parasympath. I just got the one I'm supposed to have. There's like a fight or flight one, and then a relaxed one. And when I found the relaxed one, it was a really big deal to me. I felt like I had just escaped Shawshank prison. And I felt just endlessly relieved that finally the fight is over. And it was. On a certain level, I did have peace, but I did not have closure yet. I didn't know what targeting was, and I was still going through it, and I was still being agitated. And ultimately, through self-sabotage, I mean, what can you really call it when you freak out while being gang stalked? I mean, is that self-sabotage when you just forget taking care of yourself and get high on mushrooms all the time and you lose your progress? Is that self-sabotage? Well, then I went back to fight or flight, and that just kind of became normal, and it was normal before. I had my big awakening, and my big awakening was simply I just had so much stress that I had oh my god, I'm helpless. I had enough of those moments. I may have only had one actually and just got the point. And I'd say to this one gang stalker, I'd say, I'm still here, I'm still here. She'd repeat it. It was like our thing. It was really sentimental, it meant a lot to me. And she's going, I'm here with you, I'm here with you. And, well, what it meant to say I'm here, it meant I have a lot of stress going on in my mind and in my belly. And it's like butterflies, just generalized, confused sadness. I'm trying to describe it without imbuing it with what I know now. I'm trying to describe it as I would have seen it back then, which was, I don't know what's wrong. Oh my god. And I think that had a lot or everything to do with my just fucking off from everything and abandoning myself and losing all my parasympathetic nervous system progress and going back to fight or flight mode and forgetting that something better even happened. And then tonight I was peaceful, and tonight I wasn't guilting anyone or being mean or anything. I was just like myself tonight. And this reminds me of my one girlfriend, Elle, who might, you all might be gang stalkers, okay? I don't know. But Elle is someone who, she wears a cross, and she has like a circle on top of her cross. I don't know what that means. And she was particularly observant when I was in certain moods where I was not in the mood to talk about how bad people are and how shameful and all that kind of thing. And tonight I'm in this sort of mood that I think Elle would appreciate. And I don't know if Elle's my girlfriend anymore. I sent her a message asking for a picture of her butt, and she seems like a true religious person, where she might be like Maud Flanders or something. Now that might be a bad omen, because I think Maud actually died in a way that looked like gang stalking with that t-shirt that shot her. So I'll take that back, and I'll also take it back for the reason that not only is it a bad omen, but it's actually incorrect, because she doesn't remind me of Maud. I mean, Maud doesn't swear and she swears, so. And Maud wouldn't marry Z-Bubs. Oh yeah, okay, so I have these potatoes I want to do. And Elle's very beautiful. She's lovely. She has a kid, and she has a husband, I don't think. I think she's single. I think her husband's a gang stalker. And then there's another one, and then there's another one, and then there's another one, and then there's, I think, another one. So anyway, we're making sausage tonight and potatoes, and we have some mushroom gravy. And we're gonna boil these potatoes. I have a feeling quitting weed is amazing. You see yourself looking back and you go, oh right, I was retarded. Oh, that's right, I didn't realize I was retarded. And you kind of rationalize it. You say, yeah, but I'm medicated, right? Otherwise I'm stressing, and actually that's a lie, because if you were actually stressing, you would not want medication. You would actually want to be as fucking sharp as you can. And I'm aware that if you are going to cut your balls and dick off because you're so cuckoo without a tranquilizer, that you'd probably be better on the medication. But when you smoke weed, that's not what's happening. And calling it medicine makes you look like a fucking faggot. So I'm not peeling these, and I do have some gravy, some mushroom gravy. Oh, you want to know something funny? I'm pretty sure there's some... Oh, wait, we're not going to talk about anything heavy. Or anything involved with gang stalking. Now, there's something I don't know if I should talk about, but... I think it might be time. It was that thing I was going to talk about earlier. And I feel a little bit fake saying this, like I'm performing or something. Like I'm trying to be, like you're going to go, oh, great, here we go. Yeah, this is really what I wanted to hear. And I almost don't want to go there. But I'll go there. Okay, so if you're my girlfriend, you're gonna be worried that some other girlfriends are more attractive than you. This has come up with two of my girlfriends. I've thought you're upset that I have other girlfriends who are more hot than you, and you're worried that I wouldn't lick your butthole, but I would lick theirs. And you're double worried that they are also as cool as you, and that makes them actually better than you. Okay, we have to deal with that. And first of all, I am a 10, and my personality is an 11, and my looks are a 9. And that's how I got to a 10. And I know people who are hotter than me, but their personality isn't as good, so I'm actually hotter. So if I can do it, so can you. And and I know TIs who are hotter than me, so it's like no big deal. And sleep with them and say, well, you're sleeping with someone hotter than me. I'll sleep with someone hotter than you. Make it right that way. And that's about the whole thing. I do kind of have a rating system. So if you're a perfect 10, that means I want to lick up your butthole immediately. Immediately. The first thing I want to do. If you're a 9, only on the outside. If you're an 8, no butthole stuff at all. If you're a 7, no pussy stuff at all. If you're a 6, no kissing. Otherwise, just plain sex. And I think that's fair. I think that's perfectly reasonable. So we got 2 sausages. As for getting my own place and making it all happen, well, who knows? That doesn't come as a result of discipline and choice. That comes as a result of how much you grow. And I don't really know what determines growth, because when I try my hardest and I make really uh, tough choices, it hasn't really amounted to anything. And the things that have amounted to change have been things like when I went vegan, I just thought, oh, I don't want to do that anymore. Or, when I quit smoking, or like when I started reading about gang stalking and I found out about gang stalking, and a lot of it just happened by fluke. But I was also searching. I also had my feelers out for what's going on here. And sometimes those lifestyle changes influenced my finding things out. For example, I noticed the gang stalking t-shirt and I started researching gang stalking. But had I not been eating enough salads, maybe I wouldn't have noticed the gang stalking t-shirt. Maybe I would have been just kind of in a food coma. And so I did my best in lots of ways that were futile, but sometimes it helped me just 1%, and then I was just 1% more sharp, and just because of that, I noticed something by fluke that totally changed everything. Like you find the community, and oh wait, we're not going to talk about gang stalking. You find a new recipe for something vegan, and you go, wow, this totally blew my mind. And I love the other TIs. Do you know some of the other TIs I'm actually scared to watch because you're so cool. I actually worry you're cooler than me. Like there's this one TI I found. I don't even want to say your name because I don't want to embarrass you, but I'm subscribed and you are so cool and you have a family and I was so jealous of you. I thought you're way stronger than me, and I also thought if you were single like me, you would be jealous of me too. And because I used to have like not kids, but I had a family of people I lived with, and they were my best friends. And I really miss them. And they were gang stalkers too, but I really miss them. Like we had a lot of fun, and I could tell that you love your girl, and I could tell she loves you, even though she's gang stalking you. And I could tell that the gang stalkers really loved me too. and even though they were gang stalking me, and but I wouldn't, um, I'm talking to the general audience now, not to that person, but I'm also talking to that person. I wouldn't go back. But that's a lie too, because every single night I think of the gang stalkers at sexy time. And so clearly I would go back, but it's just so painful, I'm just doing it from a distance. And that's what I'm trying not to do. That's what I'm actually thinking is really not good to do. And that's supposed to be part of my spirit quest, where I say, you're actually raping yourself to do that. And you actually don't know that you're worth it as well. Okay. God damn it. I don't know how to wrap this sausage up. Do you know what I hate? When people are like, I see these food people, these people who do food eating things, and very routinely they'll say, oh, we're going to get a sausage. And it's just like, it's like every time. Like, it's this guy beard meats food. I don't know. It's like you're actually non-ironically gay. Like I don't even get what the point is. But anyway, and if you don't believe me, look at the guy's wife. Whatever. I'm just fucking, I take it back. She's nice. She's a sweetheart. I know she's a sweetheart. Okay. But she married a gay guy. Do you ever think of that? Maybe I'm not talking about the way she looks. Maybe I'm talking about the way she is. Okay, well, this is about everything we need. This just has to cook for a while. So, we're done here. Thank you for watching. I should be available at some point. Okay, everyone, we're back with some more cooking. We just had a little episode outside. A car just drove in front of our house, a white Honda Civic four-door. And someone came out and started taking pictures with a flash of our car. And this would be to say, we're gonna kill you and your mom. Remember when your transmission blew while driving in the winter? It's pretty rare when a transmission blows, isn't it? Have you ever looked up how rare it is when a transmission blows while you're driving? And then the brakes gave out. But the brakes still worked when they gave out. There's something that happens when you push the brake in and it just goes all the way to the floor, and it doesn't really work as good. And so that's happened. And so presumably, because I said recently that and I'm sorry for talking about gang stalking. I know this is Boyfriend Simulator, so let me just change the subject and just go right back into that. If you have a perfect 10 butt, but a 7 face, the rules still apply for each body part. So, there's a lot of leeway. We can work with what we have, and it's fine. And, well, it was a little stressful getting this guy taking a picture, because it makes me wonder, well, how did our transmission blow? That's supposed to be a very rare thing. The brakes happening is rare, but it's not that rare. And then I'm thinking, was it them? And is this an indication, a promise that it's going to happen again? Um, or at all? Or is it just an empty threat? Is it a scare tactic? Certainly it has a visceral effect that I feel a bit anxiety, I think. But my parasympathetic nervous system mode is pretty good. You know, I feel on top of it, even though it's disturbing. It's well, he ran away. You know, it's almost like, how do you be scared of a coward? He's like taking pictures, he's like running away. And they probably want me to think it's hold on one second. You ever seen a langur monkey? They look like humans. I thought they were trying to dox me or something. Well, I recently watched this guy named Flesh Simulator on YouTube. He's pretty famous. I don't know if he's a TI. He says he's on a government watch list, at least a few of them. And he said it was pretty scary one time when someone sent him an unsolicited picture, like an unknown email, sent him a picture of his front door. And I had wondered if he's gang stalked, and I think I just got the answer. If he's scared that someone took a picture of his front door and emailed it to him, I could safely say he's not gang stalked. Or he is, but he doesn't know. But I mean, if that's something that well, that would be freaky if you don't understand what's happening and someone comes and takes a picture of your cockers during my documentation phase. And then they called like 8 times the next day. Oh man, my music just stopped. Well, since we're already talking about this, I asked my mom to get me cream soda today at the store. And when she went to the store, and this is one where I think there are a gang stalker who works there who's related, and she's really ugly. In case she's watching, she looks like a geisha, and she's a rapist. And anyways, when my mom went to the store to get cream soda, she's like, it was full of pop everywhere, but they had no cream soda. And I was like, I'll bet they removed it. And you'd think, no. But that would take about 5 minutes for an employee to do. That would be absolutely nothing for a gang stalker to do. And it's to the point where I'm like, do I even give you the shopping list? Because they are going to remove it off the shelf. Or if they can, if there's just 2 of them left, they'll just have an employee go and take it. And then put it back right when you leave. They put fucking noises on the speakers. I'm talking to the normies here. I shouldn't do that. I'm sorry. I'm just talking to the TIs. We're the only people who exist. You know, that's really what I said. Like, to that guy doing whatever, the Satanist or whatever, the terrorist, whatever that guy was. Yeah, it's scary. But ultimately, he's just a Satanist. And well, let's eat some sausage. Mmm, too dry. I mean, it's just like, it doesn't hurt your feelings. Um, have you ever? I've been threatened with a gun. Eventually, you say, well, why would you fucking threaten me? Like, what are you, a fag? You are. I got threatened by a fucking gay guy with a gun. Why would you threaten me? You're gonna kill me, kill me. I want you to be real scared. I'm gonna do it. You don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's gonna happen. Oh my god, are you serious? No, like I was like, why would you do that? Like you're fucking a declaration of your supremacy. If you were truly, if you were truly gonna shoot me, you wouldn't be bragging about how strong you are, asking me to suck your dick or something. Fucking retard. Yeah, hitman. Or whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm discussing. But anyways, who cares? Okay, I've put egg whites on my face and imagined it was cum. Who cares? But egg yolks? No way.